Okay guys, so you're 189 here. For this issue of random reviews, we have the new Teen Titans, number 33, Who Killed Trident. This is a pretty classic issue. I can't remember if Trident had been introduced before, or this is his first appearance. But it's basically a story. It's basically a pretty interesting little self-contained story about a murder. You know, this like small-time villain gets murdered, and the Teen Titans find him in a lake. You got a cool little guest appearance from Aqualad, who I guess wasn't our main member at this time. And he comes and retrieves the body and out of the lake or whatever. So basically, most of the issue is different members of the Teen Titans remembering different fights they had with Trident, like the day before. So it's about 3 separate stories, each told from the perspective of different like groups of members. Like you have Beast Boy and Cyborg ran into him at one point, and then you had Raven and Wonder Girl ran into him at another point, and Starfire and Terra and Kid Flash ran into him. And so it's kind of interesting because you get these 3 different stories, these 3 different perspectives, and in each perspective, Trident seems a little bit different as a character. And it's got kind of a cool little twist. If you guys don't care about spoilers for a comic book that's like over 20 years old, I'll go ahead and give it to you. But it's in the revealed that Trident is actually multiple people. It's 3 people that wear the same costume and go around robbing banks and stuff. And they're all like ex-Hive members that are basically using the technology from Hive. And it's pretty cool because apparently, the guy that was murdered, it was just one of them that was skimming off the money from the other one's cut, so they killed him. And to me it was an interesting story. I thought it was really cool. It was clever the way it was done. It had a kind of a cool non-linear storytelling method within the book, which you don't see that in comic books as much as you do like in movies or TV shows. But I did enjoy it like a lot. This is my first time really reading through it all the way. I've seen the story before, and I've seen the book before, and I knew it was kind of an iconic issue, but I just never really read through the whole thing before. But yeah, it's pretty good. The art's amazing. I'll go ahead and show you a little bit of the art because it's classic George Perez art and Marty Wolfman writing. Great stuff here. You see a lot of the Titans just hanging out, being teenagers, swimming and stuff. You get some cool fight scenes. Most of the issues told through stories. You even get a cool little cameo from what's his name, Jason Todd over here. The second Robin and Alfred. But yeah, just really cool classic art. And so, but the only complaint I really have about this book is that there is a lot, and I mean a lot of corny nicknames being tossed around between the different Teen Titans members. Like they never use each other's names. They're always just like, somebody be calling Cyborg Shellhead, or they'll be calling them Gearbot or something like that, or like they'll be calling Flash Footloose, or just stupid names, man. Like I understand that's kind of a cliche of older comics, but it was almost unbearable here. That's how much they were doing it. Like every single time they were talking about somebody, they were just using some silly nickname, or they were just roasting each other so much in this issue. Like I guess they're teenagers, and I guess that's what teenagers did. I mean, we still kind of do it today, but not in the same way. It was just funny. It became a little overwhelming for a minute, especially Terra. Like everything Terra says in this issue is just an insult to somebody or nicknaming somebody or whatnot. But yeah. Overall, pretty good issue. Really, really good art. Really good story. Really good way the story was presented, and a pretty good execution of the way it ended. So I'd give this one a 4 out of 5. Honestly, as far as a self-contained story, this is really, really good.